Welcome to your Barbados Today Evening News Update for Friday, October 26. So glad you can join us. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. The Barbados economy received a major boost on Friday when government signed off on a $75 million policy-based loan. It will be paid back over a 12-year period. President of the Caribbean Development Bank, Dr. Warren Smith, said it was all part of a wider loan agreement that will see the country benefiting from a $40 million loan to upgrade the Grantley Adams International Airport.
Our board of directors met yesterday, and after acknowledging an important role for CDB in assisting Barbados to restore market confidence and economic activity, they approved the policy-based loan. The board also approved a loan of $40.4 million to upgrade infrastructure and services at the Grantley Adams International Airport. The foundation for the swift appraisal of the PBL was laid by 2 years of intense analytical and technical work by the bank and policy dialogue with key development partners and other stakeholders. Today, the Caribbean Development Bank goes a little higher and has ensured that with this sum of $75 million as budgetary support for the purposes outlined by you, from social protection to climate change and resilience building, to improving the conditions for doing business, all of which are objectives clearly set out in our economic recovery and transformation plan, that we will be able to continue on course.
There's good news for hoteliers accessing concessions. Prime Minister Mia Mottley announced today that a level playing field will be created to allow hoteliers to automatically access concessions under the Tourism Development Act, the same way Sandals does. She was speaking during a short site visit at the Haywoods St. Peter property, where the new $400 million beaches property will be built.
We accept that those contractual obligations which were made are those which we continue to abide by, because this is a country who, above all else, abides by the rule of law. We want, however, to be able to allow as many hotels as our fiscal circumstances allow to enjoy the exact benefits that you currently enjoy. And whether that takes 6 months, 12 months, or 18 or 24 months, we feel that it is important from a values perspective to have a level playing field.
Officials say work is to begin in early January, and some 1,800 workers will be hired throughout the 27-month process. Sandals General Manager Ferry Zivinga explains that process.
In a very short period right now in Barbados, we are offering 1,350 full-time jobs between the boat resorts on the south coast, and we're looking to add much more jobs right here next to the beautiful town of Spicetown in the future.
Barbadians refusing to pay the recently implemented garbage and sewage collection tax, which was recently tacked onto their water bill, resulted in a major fall-off of revenue at the Barbados Water Authority. This revelation today from Chairman of the BWA Board, Leodine Worrell, who is warning that the state-owned company intends to ramp up disconnections against those refusing to pay their bills. During a press conference summoned by Minister of Energy and Water Resources Wilfred Abrams in the committee room of Parliament this afternoon, Worrell revealed that on average, the BWA brings in at least $10 million in revenue, but since the introduction of the tax on August 1, its earnings had dropped. She warned that the situation threatens to further escalate the already untenable problem of outstanding arrears, which to date stands at $15 million.
The reality of the situation is it was implemented in August, and between August and September, the Barbados Water Authority has seen a decline in its revenue by 40%. The reason for this is that a lot of people do not understand that the legislation as it exists requires that the Barbados Water Authority, as a collection agency, not only for the sewage improvement, but also for the SSA, must first take out the GSC. So there are individuals who may say, well, I'm only paying my water bill. Yes, you may only pay your water bill, but the net effect of that is we are obligated by statute to take out the GSC first. The net result of that is that your water bill would be in arrears.
It could be a bumper Christmas for the island's hotel workers. That's the expectation of Deputy General Secretary of the Barbados Workers Union, Dwayne Paul, who says a deal to settle salary and wage negotiations with the Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association could come in a week. Following a meeting last night at the BWU's Solidarity House headquarters with the workers, Paul told Barbados Today he's optimistic that workers will get the increase they deserve.
We believe that we're in a better position now to settle those negotiations because we've been given a mandate, and we'll be taking that mandate to the BHTA hopefully sometime next week. And we are hopeful that once we take that mandate to them, that we can get a positive response in terms of closing those negotiations. So that is the message that we want to send, that we are at the, we believe, the final stages of being able to bring another settlement to another round of negotiations in the sector.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
To regional news now, activity at the Kikum-Jenny volcano is back to normal. Earlier this month, experts from Seismic Research Center of the University of the West Indies reported several notable events. Grenada's National Disaster Coordinator, Sylvan McIntyre, has an update.
We've been getting consistent report. We were getting daily reports from St. Augustine. It went on to every other day, and then it went on to the point where activities, we are pleased to report, has subsided to regular activities at Kikum-Jenny. So there has not been, for the last week, any recorded tremors at Kikum-Jenny. So we would still advise people to be cautious. We would advise people to be in a position to monitor the activities very closely, and it would need to observe or continue to observe the exclusion zone of the 1.5 kilometers.
And on the international front, FBI agents used DNA and fingerprint to identify the Florida man suspected of sending at least 14 bombs to critics of U.S. President Donald Trump days ahead of congressional elections. We get the details from Reuters Television.
A man has been arrested Friday in connection to parcel bombs sent to prominent Trump critics, top Democrats, and CNN. The suspect has been identified as 56-year-old Cesar Sayak, a registered Republican in Florida with a lengthy criminal history. Investigators were seen covering a van plastered with pro-Trump stickers and a CNN sucks sign.
It's an incredible job by
Trump praised law enforcement for the arrest, hours after tweeting the, quote, bomb stuff was taking attention away from the polls.
We will prosecute them, him, her, whoever it may be, to the fullest extent of the law.
It comes on the same day 2 suspicious packages were discovered. One in Midtown Manhattan, addressed to former National Intelligence Director James Clapper. The other, addressed to New Jersey Democratic Senator Cory Booker, was intercepted at a mail sorting facility in South Florida. A source told Reuters all packages were believed to have gone through the U.S. Postal Service. None of the devices have exploded. A law enforcement source told Reuters the possibility of further arrests has not been ruled out.
And that's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on XB Media and bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. And you can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Do have a wonderful weekend.